Hi, I'm Terry Brock, and today we're going to talk about a book that has come out on the market that really has a profound impact on the economy and where it is. It's called Women, Wealth, and Giving, The Virtuous Legacy of the Boom Generation. It's written by Margaret May Damon and Niki Nicastro McCuistion. Niki joins us today. Niki, thanks for being with us.
Oh, what a pleasure. It's always good to see you and be here.
Well, I'm fascinated with the book because it's hitting on something that's profound, the economic impact that women of the baby boom generation are making. You're seeing a lot of things on this, and even before we get into the book, what are you seeing in the marketplace right now that is supporting that and other things that are coming up?
You know, I think it's a trend that has been long-lived. It's not something that's happening overnight. This is not a fad. As a matter of fact, Tom Peters, management guru, I think everyone knows who he is. But Tom Peters said that by 2003, women will be the strongest economy on the face of the earth. And what we're also seeing, just this last year, I subscribed to Harvard Business Review, and there was an article that I'll be brief about. The female economy as a market, women represent a bigger opportunity than China and India combined.
Wow, that is nothing short of profound.
Well, there we go. And see, one of the points of our book, and it says so here in this article, which has nothing to do with the book, but it cements, it profoundly influences our thought because this is the popular wisdom. So why are companies doing such a poor job of serving them? Now, here we have one of the strongest economies on the face of the planet. Baby boomer women are strong. They're confident. They, with that self-confidence that came from that particular generation, and I am one, is we forged a new world. We looked at the world around us, the world that our mothers and grandmothers lived in, and we said, this is not quite what we want for our future. And we rallied and we marched and we were revolutionaries and we formed a new world like the world has never seen before, along with our male counterparts, of course. And as a result, we're in a strong economic position to not only give of our wealth, but also give from our hearts because we wanted to change society. And we're backing it with our money and our time to make sure it happens.
Yeah, I think that's important. It's not just the money. The money is important because that's what the economy is about, but it's from the heart, and you're combining that. Talk to me a little bit more about that and what you say in the book.
Margaret, who's a certified financial planner and comes out of the brokerage industry, she truly understands the power of money. I come from to it from a marketing perspective and as a nonprofit CEO.
Sure, and you have 2 master's degrees, nonprofit, and your MBA.
Exactly. So I look at it from the master's perspective is a heart process. The MBA perspective is a business process. And what I've realized from serving on boards and being very active in many nonprofit organizations is that here is this huge group of women and men, but our book focuses on the women's side. Here's this huge group that by and large nonprofit organizations do not know how to truly serve. It is an untapped market in terms of wealth, of time and heart and money. And what we wanted to accomplish with this book, and we believe very strongly we believe that it is very innovative and possibly one of the first books of its kind to truly put all of this information together.
Okay, well, you made your case. It sounds good. I'm going to have to agree with you there. What can companies do in a practical way to bring about a greater economic growth for themselves by appealing to the women market?
Any organization that serves the community. So let's focus on nonprofit. That organization in learning to, in finding out about that baby boom women market. Who are we? What's important to us? What sings to our hearts and our minds? Remember, we are better educated. And because of technology, which you're so familiar with, we have more time to devote to the causes that are really intriguing and important to us. And too often what happens is a nonprofit doesn't target us as a market, so they don't have the procedures and processes, systems and strategies in place to truly reach out and first reach out, understand us, develop strategies so that we are engaged and involved with them, and then use our resources. We wanted to change the world. We did, for better or worse. Look at the economies that we've had to deal with in our time. And no one is saying, use this wisdom, come aboard, be part of our group. You know, to engage women so that they open up their pocketbooks, the power of the purse. To engage women, we first need to become involved. And the more involved we are in a nonprofit and see the good work they do, the more willing we are to serve in turn.
That makes sense. What would be some practical steps where women could get involved in a nonprofit or a profit organization could get women involved?
Well, first, what's important to the woman? Look around, a nonprofit, and looking around at their community. What client base do they serve? Who are the women who would be interested in working with that client base? Where do they network? Where do they hang out? What do they read? What do they do? What groups do they belong to? Who are their friends? What sings to their heart first? And if you start looking at it from a marketing perspective, and you know, Terry, too often what happens is a nonprofit does not take a business perspective to marketing. And we both know, we're both MBAs, that you need to look at that even if you are a nonprofit. So develop your approaches from a business-like perspective. Who is that market? How do you reach them? What strategies will you use? How do you get your board involved in that outreach toward the women who can do the most good?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, it sounds like a book that is profound, and it's really got some major ramifications for any business. I would encourage you to pick it up. Again, the title is Women, Wealth, and Giving, The Virtuous Legacy of the Boom Generation. Find out about that, and your business can do better. Niki, thank you very much for joining us today.
Pleasure. Thanks for being here.
I'm Terry Brock, and thank you for joining us.